street. It's just trying to be able to understand that we all got each other's backs. We all learning from one another. We're learning from this situation, and we're just trying to become better people and better players.
Yeah, like in nights like yesterday, when is the moment when you switch? I mean, you turn from the mad situation to the hope situation. What do you do, or what happened to change your mind yesterday or today?
Just understanding where you are. You know, we're down 3-0, but just because we're down 3-0, it's not finished. You know, it's only going to come down to us putting all we can on the floor, our heart, our soul, and just trying to come out and win the little battles, because that's what's going to get us the game. Winning the 50-50 balls, winning the rebounding game, winning the transition game, and then just trying to stop them for what they're trying to do. You know, we're trying to make them play into our game, but we're trying to understand what our game is because we're not on the same page.
During the filming session, there were time for the fouls, to look at fouls, 2 fouls in 30 seconds. What about that situation?
I mean, we can't sit here and be like, the ref did this, the ref did that. We can't control that. What we can control is the positions that we're putting ourselves in to get those fouls. You know, understanding that if we're talking and we're being mad at the referees, you know, they're going to end up they're going to get the last laugh. So we got to be able to just be mature, be able to move on from whatever play, whatever call they're going to make on the floor, because we're not able to control that. What we're able to do is focus on our reaction to those calls.
That was the key situation, yes. That was the key situation, that 6th foul of Luka.
There was many situations. I wouldn't say one moment lost us to the game. You know, there was multiple times where we could have been better on defensive assignments. We could have been better at getting offensive rebounds, getting offensive possessions, and getting better shots. I would never put all that focus on one person because, you know, we're a team.
Yeah, you mentioned, you know, you have no control over the fouls. Do you think getting after the refs all the time, they have a memory of it where if they're constantly hearing from you, that's going to hurt you down the road?
You know, I feel like we all forget that we're all human. You know, players, refs, coaches, you know, everybody's going to have feelings. You know, everyone's going to remember if, you know, bad-mouthing them or if you're consistently talking to them or consistently saying something to them. So it's just trying to move to the next play mentality. You know, if you ain't get a call, all right, we got to get it back on the defensive end, and hopefully we get another shot on the offensive end.
You mentioned a couple of times trying to get on the same page where you don't feel like you are fully synced right now. Is that offensively, defensively, a little bit of everything? And which way specifically do you think you guys need to get on the same page better?
I wouldn't say it's just one thing. It's just trying to make sure that we are just getting done with the 3rd and 4th effort plays, because I feel like that's where we're getting beat. You know, we're doing a great job on the 1st and 2nd efforts of rotations, and then whenever it gets to the 3rd and 4th rotation, the 3rd and 4th effort plays, that's kind of whenever we lose a little bit. But that just comes down to heart. You know, I wouldn't say that we all understand what we need to do. We all understand what spot we're trying to get to, what plays we're trying to run, and what rotations we're in. It's just trying to be able to make sure that, you know, even when you're tired, you got to be able to make those rotations and put all the effort you got on the floor.
Is that what's happening? You think it just they keep coming at you, and mentally there might be breakdowns later on in there, or physically, or you know?
I would say, you know, there's times where, you know, there's going to be great defense, but they make a shot. And, you know, we can't put our head down about that. We got to be able to move on to the next play, and we got to be able to know that just because they make a shot, the game's not over. Just because one shot's happened, the game's not over. We can go out there, we can get a stop, we can go on a run. We've shown that we can go on a run. We show we can make it a game, we can come back.
Dereck, how you doing? This is for NBA Latin America Social Media. How are you?
I'm doing great. About yourself?
Good. What things you changed for your game yesterday that you finally has another double-double? You're super young, you're super talented. What changed besides against the other 2 games in Boston?
Going back to those 3rd, 4th, and 5th efforts. You know, no matter if that's me on the offensive glass, that's me tapping out boards, or if that's just me trying to put bodies on the floor. I'm just doing whatever I can to affect the game, because, you know, just because the ball in my hand doesn't mean I can't do anything on the floor. I can direct my teammates, I can talk on the defensive and offensive end, I can get us all making sure that we're going in the same direction, but then also making sure that we're just bringing each other together. You know, during free throws, during timeouts, just understanding that, look, lean on each other. You know, if you don't think you're having a bad game, just lean on your teammates. We're going to pick you up. We're going to make sure we're going to get you in the right spots.
And I take it a little bit away with your young as a rookie. What happened with your emotions when you see your number, besides to Manu Ginobili or other guys in the playoffs, in the history, your efficiency? How do you feel it? How do you handle it?
You know, it's actually really crazy. You know, I never knew those numbers existed, and I never knew I was going to be a part of it. So you just got to be grateful for the moment you're in. You got to be grateful for the position I've been able to find myself in. I'm grateful for my teammates, my family, my coaches for putting me in this position. And now it's just for me to just learn, adapt, and grow.
2 more questions.
Yeah. It's easy to play with Luka?
Definitely. You just got to have your hands up, or it's going to hit you in the face with the ball.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good one.
Thank you.
What's up, Brandon?
What's good, bro? Just wanted to see, what are your thoughts on what surprised you most about being here, both on the court and off the court? Like, what's something that's kind of stood out to you?
You know, there's definitely moments where I'm like, you know, pinch me. It doesn't seem real. You know, I'm in the NBA Finals, and everybody I've ever played against is watching. No matter if you are in high school, AAU, college, or even in the NBA, they're watching the finals. So now it's just knowing that I have everybody, all eyes are on us. You know, you got to be able to, if you make a mistake, move on and learn from the mistake. But also, if you're having a good time, a good play, you can't be so overhyped about it because there's a lot going on the floor that you can't celebrate.
Last question.
You able to draw anything from some of the veterans, particularly like a Kyrie Irving, who's been here before, in a moment like this? Is he someone that the team looks to for any sort of guidance or leadership?
100%. Kyrie, Keith, Coach Kidd, anybody who's been in positions like this or been in roles like this understand the severity of what we're in. You know, all eyes are on us. Everything, no matter if we're doing something good, bad, okay, people are going to criticize us. So, you know, it's just understanding that we know that we could talk to our vets. We know we could lean on our vets. So what do we do in these moments? How are we supposed to handle ourselves? How are we supposed to think? How are we supposed to carry ourselves? And they let us know. And, you know, if we're not doing it right, they're always going to be the first person to tell us, you know, we got to change, we got to adapt a little bit more.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, sir.
Have a good one.
Good luck.
Thank you.